Hey folks, Post here, welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video, and today's going to be a bit of a, I guess, sort of semi-different kind of video. Like, we're not actually talking about in-game stuff, but, I've always, during my streams, Pokemon Master streams, folks keep on, asking questions like, oh, when's Cyrus going to be in the game? When's N going to be in the game? Is Kyogre ever going to be in the game, or whatever, right? And it looks like people are really excited for these sync pairs, potential future sync pairs and stuff, so I thought we'd do a little contest kind of thing, where on the Discord we could have, like, every week you could design your own sync pair, like, concepts, and we could have folks vote on them, and then I guess maybe like the best 5 or like top 5 vote getters each week would be featured in a video on the channel, and we maybe could also spare some prizes for the number 1 vote getter every week, depending on how my budget is. But that'll be fun. So anyways, these are some really quick ones I whipped together last night. So you could do whatever, as long as they're from the game canon. You could do these sync pairs. Again, you don't have to follow my format. I just thought that was pretty cool. This format was pretty cool, so I went with it. And yeah, you could do whatever format you want. It doesn't have to be like this. Just put some effort into it, since there's potentially going to be a prize, right? Well, not potentially, there will be a prize, right? So let's put some effort into let's just not just have like 2 separate pictures, like one of Sabrina and then like a separate picture of Alexam, and just throw them there and then say, oh, that's a sync pair. Like, first of all, put the Pokemon and the trainer in, at least have the courtesy to put them in the same picture or image. And also would be nice if it looked sort of like what a Pokemon Master sync pair would look like. Just make them look Pokemon Mastery, right? So anyways, these are some designs I did put together real quick. I didn't do any stats, movesets, and all that for these, because I was just trying to I was playing around with the template. But yeah, you could also have like different signatures. Like, this could be like a regular Jasmine, and then like this could be like a Signasuit Jasmine, except this is not actually a Signasuit. It's actually just regular Jasmine. But now you could imagine this, if this was like a Signasuit, like some kind of, I don't know, lighthouse gear or whatever. Is that a thing? Probably not, right? But because at first that's not actually her Pokemon, but everyone knows the story, so you could maybe do one with her and Ampharos, but it could be like a Signasuit, right? But like for Signasuits, obviously you have to design them yourselves, which would be a bit more difficult than just pulling assets from the internet, right? So if you are gonna do a Signasuit, make your own original design, which would be slightly difficult. But also, for other concepts like megas or whatever, you could do those. But like for megas, best to do like a before and after, because, well, they don't come out as megas, right? But yeah, that's basically what we're looking for. So for some details, first of all, to enter, you have to join the Discord. I'll have the Discord link in either both the description and the comments down below, so you guys don't miss it. And there will be a specific channel where you could do all this stuff, I guess. And if you want to do my style, I'll give you guys a template. I'll give you the assets to do that and all that. So yeah, if you want to do something similar to what I'm doing, you could do that. Again, you could have your own design as well. That would be fine. So for the rules, we'll have up to 3 entries per week, depending on how many people actually join in. If anyone wants to do it at all, again, let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to do this or not. If there's not enough people, then I guess we can't really do it. But if there's way too many people, we might have to decrease the entries per week, right? So we can have entries from Monday to Friday, so you guys have time to work on it, and then we'll have voting on the weekends from Friday to Monday. Exact time depends on when I wake up, right? When I have time to work on this, so there's that. As for the sync pairs themselves, you have to have visuals. The visuals, they could be digital art, photoshopped, MS Paint maybe even, or hand-drawn, but if it's hand-drawn, probably have to colorize them. Also, same with digital art, you have to colorize them, right? And then has to have visuals, have to have both the trainer and the Pokemon in the same frame in some kind of Pokemon Master format, right? Just don't put Garchomp and then Cynthia and then like a blank background. Although you probably don't want to do Garchomp and Cynthia anyway, since it's already in the game. But you could do an alternate one, like a dragon type version of that, right? I guess. So there's that. Also, the Pokemon the sync pairs have to make sense. Like, don't make it too much of a stretch. You know, don't do something like, let's see. What's a good example? I mean, there's a lot of good. Like, don't do something like Morty and Solgaleo, right? That makes no sense, right? You know, make them have at least some sense. And if, you know, for some really obscure references, just give like a short explanation, like where they're from or whatever, right? Origins or why they're together. They don't have to be like something that's completely together, but like, because like, you know, if you look at, for example, if you're doing some Signasuits, like Signasuit, Seabold and Octillery, you know, Seabold never had Octillery, but it's a Signasuit and you want them together, so you have to make some kind of explanation. Oh, they're both water types or whatever, right? So, well, Seabold's not a water type, but he's a water type trainer. Water type Elite Four, more exactly. And, you know, same with like stuff like Rosa Delbert and all that stuff. And Brock, Tyranitar, that's a bit obscure. Just give us references if it's too obscure, right? And yeah, as for the formats and stuff, again, format's pretty loose, but you do have to at least include visuals, the names of both the trainer and Pokemon, how many stars, their stats, typings, weaknesses, moves, passives, an explanation of new moves and passives if they're not something that's already in the game, and also sync move as well, which you could also make up, which is totally fine. Again, just give explanations for stuff that's never been in the game before. You could also give explanation for stuff that's been in the game before, but you know, it's up to you. Moving on, you could have Megas, you could have Z moves and Dynamax on that, you know, sync move slot, right? But for Dynamax, Gigantamax, and Megas, you have to give like a before and after kind of thing. So, also, again, for Signasuits, you could do them original artwork, please. And also, if you're not just using assets, credit the artist, please. Thanks. So there's that as well. As for the stats and all that stuff, make them reasonable. Don't make like crazy OP sync pairs. Don't make like absolute like garbage sync pairs. Like don't give Cyrus plus Dialga. Don't give Dialga like 2,000 attack. Okay, make them reasonable. Don't make them OP. Doesn't mean you can't make them strong. You can make them incredibly strong. You can make them Olivia strong. You can make them maybe even better than Olivia. Just don't make them like insanely overpowered, right? Make them reasonable. Also, as for the character selections, game canon only. You could do main series, you could do spin-offs. Let's not do anime and manga and whatever else you got, right? Just game. Also, I misspelled canon. I just noticed. Again, NPCs are okay, professors are okay. You know, you could do professors, you could do, you know, Youngster Joey, whatever, Mr. Bryony, all those folks, right? Regular Lass, regular, you know, Ace Trainer, whatever, Pokemon Ranger. You could do those. Those are fine. As for the submission part of this thing, you could submit the stuff to me either through DMs, or I could maybe set up a channel where you could post stuff anonymously, you know, where people can't really see them, and then I'll collect those posts and I'll post them in a public channel so people don't know who actually created them. I guess I can't really stop you guys from talking about who created them or whatever. But you know, try not to. I will, however, you know what? I'll think about the anonymous thing. You know, you guys come in the Discord and we'll talk about it. I'm not 100% set on the anonymity thing, but you know, assuming if it is anonymous, when the results are announced, we'll have the folks' names and all that, obviously. So, again, not 100% set on that, but we can discuss that further. You can let me know what you guys think. What else? Oh, for voting, up to 10 votes per person. That includes your own. So maybe if you submitted like 3, then I guess you got 7 other votes for other people's sync pairs. And you know, you don't have to enter anything to vote. You could just, you know, be a voter. You don't have to be a creator at all to vote, all that stuff. But again, up to 10 votes only, please. Thank you. So there's that as well. But anyways, I'll go through like a sample that I did personally. Again, you do not have to follow my format. So I did like a West plus Umbreon, This is from Pokemon Coliseum, obviously, for those who don't know. This guy has an Umbreon and Espeon to start the game with. I picked Umbreon because I like Umbreon better, so there's that. Again, you got the stars here. Background, don't just make like a white or transparent background. Just at least put some effort into it. Again, like all this stuff, I could give you guys these stuff if you want to do like my thing, right? And again, you don't have to. And then on another page, again, you don't have to do this format as well. You could just do text or whatever. So for me, West plus Umbreon, type dark, weakness bug. It's a tech. Oh, I forgot to say this. You also have to tell us your role, right? The role. So this is a bug type, tech unit. So stats, HP 500, attack 250. I didn't put too much thought into this. I just tried to throw something together, right? Attack 250, defense 270, speed 309. Might be a bit too, I don't know. Special attack 250, special defense 220. Moves, you got Snarl. You know, it's just regular Snarl. Houndoom already has it, same as Houndoom. Lowers special attack, AoE, right? Cost 2, all that stuff. Not too much damage. Taunt, just, you know, it's a single target status move. Your opponent will just have to use damaging moves. I guess this would be helpful in some kind of, match, like the Mewtwo event where Mewtwo just has insane buffs at the start of the game. You could use Taunt, so then Mewtwo can't buff. They'll just have to attack, right? Again, extremely situational, which is like what all tech sync pairs are. Foul play, just so you could do some damage, I guess. Power 95, cost 3, accuracy 100, but uses your opponent's attack stat, so there's that. It's not insanely powerful, like it doesn't make him like a striker or whatever, because again, it depends on your opponent's stats, and this guy doesn't even have like any buffs or whatever, so not too crazy. And then last one is what are those called, like, again, like trainer abilities or something? You have to at least throw one of those in there, right? I don't know. Is there any sync pair that doesn't have any of these at all? But I'm terrible at my name. These I just called them Snag 'em. That was like the team that that was in the game, right? So status, single target, confuses the opponents and lowers their defense sharply. So there's that. Lower their defense, confuse them, and if they're a physical striker, they'll do some damage to themselves. And if you got physical teammates, you could do some more damage to your opponent as well. So there's that. Also got passive. Here's sync move, Moonlight Snatch. I just really like these status sync moves that like Eevee also had as well. So this is dark AoE status, nullifies all opponents' buffs and increases all ally status by the same amount. So, again, pick and choose if you want to use Taunt or the sync move, right? So it's not incredibly overpowered, because if you want to use this, you probably don't want to use Taunt, right? So that's pretty cool. And again, not insanely overpowered. You probably want to use after your opponent sync moves, right? So you don't get synced and then have all those buffs just, instantly gone. So it's like, it's kind of like Grimsley, but like on a much more insane level. But then again, it's a sync move, right? So you're sacrificing a sync move to use this, right? Passive, haste, speed can't be lowered. Terrify 1 lowers the attack of all opposing sync pairs. These are, stuff that's in the game. Lowers attack of all opposing sync pairs when this Pokemon comes in enters the battle. It's, it's just intimidate in your regular games. And then last one, I made this passive up. Heal and Run recovers some HP when this sync pair switches out. It's like 25% or something. So anyways, that's just an example of the stuff that you need on your sync pair. Again, you don't have to use this format. I would encourage image formats. If you want to do text, then I guess that's fine as well. I just have to find a way to like post them, I guess, so it's not too messy. But anyways, again, that's generally what we're trying to look for. Again, let me know if you think this is a good idea or not, if you want to do this or not. And if you don't want to participate, that's fine. And if you do, Discord links in the description, also in the comments as well, so you could join through that, and then there will be a channel where we could discuss all that stuff, and further more, whenever I get the time, I'll set up the actual posting channel, and then we'll be good to go. So anyways, for the prizes, I think something like, again, The top 5 will be featured in the video. Again, I don't make too much money for YouTube, right? From YouTube, so maybe something like a $10 Google Play / App Store gift card, which you could spend on gems and get shafted on summons on afterwards, for the winner. Because again, I don't earn that much money so that I could do it like across like all all top 5, but just the winner. Or if you guys don't want that, I could think of some other kind of reward, right? It could be some Discord reward or whatever, or I could maybe get I can make some custom gifts or whatever. If you go on, I'll mail them over. But anyways, again, let me know what you guys think. And again, join the links in the description and comments down below, and I'll see you guys there then, if you guys do decide to join in, whatever.